Well, governors allied to the Jubilee coalition are at this moment holed up in a crisis meeting at Deputy President William Ruto's residence. It is believed the agenda on the table is devolution, given the recent calls by governors to increase the national revenue to counties. Governors have, across the political divide, threatened to hold nationwide rallies calling for a referendum in order to amend the constitution to raise financial allocation of the counties to 40%. The constitution is clear that counties will receive only 15% of the national revenue, a figure that has already been altered by the Jubilee government to 32%. Governors are, however, adamant they want this raised by another 8%. The devolution debate has seen some members of the National Assembly dismiss the governor's plans. Observers say that the ongoing meeting is designed to rein in Jubilee governors and have them on the same side as the national government. Court leaders, specifically Kalonzo Musyoka, has said he backs the governor's call, saying the demand has nothing to do with party, but rather the matter of devolution, adding that he will support the push for increased funds. Those opposed to the move say it is too soon after an election for the country to be thrown into another nationwide poll. Following this story for us, the Deputy President's resident is Mohammed Mahmoud, who is currently joining us via way of phone. Mahmoud, I know it's a closed-door meeting, but which of the governors have shown up for the meeting so far?
Currently, we are here at the Deputy President's residence in Karen, and around 20 governors from the Jubilee coalition have already in the meeting. One of them being Bomet Governor Isaac Ruto. William Kabogo from Kiambu is also around. Jackson Mandago, Uasin Gishu Governor. From Meru also we have Peter Munya. From Kericho we have Paul Chepkwony. From Nakuru we have Kinodhi Ambogwa. We also have Samuel Tunei from Narok. And at the same time, we also have the Cabinet Secretary for Devolution, Anne Waiguru, and we also have Principal Secretaries from the Ministry of Treasury, Kamau Zige, and the Principal Secretary from the Ministry of Devolution, John Conchela. So all of them are in the meeting that is being chaired by the Deputy President, William Ruto, on the way forward on matters devolution, because since the devolution stalemate and the debate that has been going around between members of parliament and governors, so the Deputy President wants to get a clear indication and maybe talk to the people who are allied to his side of Jubilee so that they get a way forward.
Right. Now, Mahmoud, I know that they're already in the meeting, but did you get a chance to speak to any of them before going into the meeting just to get their sentiments on the issue?
We've not yet talked to any one of them, but what we are very sure is that the topic that they're discussing in the closed-door meeting is about the stalemate between the governors who are asking for the national revenue to be the allocation of only 15% that is on the Constitution to be changed and increased to 40%. So now we understand that all the governors are in support of the increase of the revenue allocation to 40%. But now we understand that the Deputy President wants to get the support of all the governors on the Jubilee side so that they don't push the government hard for this increment.
All right. Mahmoud, I know you've been following this story, so the final question is, do you think it's going to work? I mean, the governors have already been to Mombasa to try and deliberate the issue of devolution, but we're still seeing division. Is this going to be different, do you think?
We're still waiting to see, because being politics, there are some of the people who understand that maybe it's just a push from the other side of the coalition. But if we look at the leaders of each county, who are the governors, it's really open that they really want the money to be increased. If we go back to what the Jubilee government has done, is that in as much as the Constitution shows clearly that it's only 15% that should be allocated to the county government, this Jubilee government changed that figure and they allocated 32% of the national revenue. So still, it's a matter, it's a delicate matter, and we are still waiting to see if there will be a unity that is part of the Jubilee government. And the Deputy President is pleading with the governors who have arrived and maybe those who are still allied to their side of coalition. So we are still waiting to see how this story ends.
Okay, thank you very much, Mohamed Mahmoud, standing by at the Deputy President's residence, that's William Ruto in Karen, to find out what comes out of this closed-door crisis meeting. And that was our developing story this afternoon.